Hey lighting fanatics, today I have a CFL to show you guys that is very important to my lighting collection. Now you're probably thinking, this looks like a pretty ordinary self-ballasted CFL. We have our E26 base, a plastic ballast enclosure, and our curly Q helical tube at the top. But believe it or not, this is the bulb that started it all. This is the first light bulb that I ever added to my lighting collection. So what is the story behind this CFL? When and how did I end up with this? Before I moved to Florida, my family used to live in Colorado, and we moved right after I finished 6th grade. So there was a middle school that I went to in Colorado for only 1 year before I moved to Florida. At this school, there was a staff member that I would visit on a semi-regular basis. This was not a teacher. I don't remember the job title of this individual, but he was some sort of a supporting member for ESE kids. And I would visit this individual during lunch and also on Zoom sometimes because this was occurring during the COVID times in 2020 to 2021. One of the things we talked about quite often during our meetings was things I'm interested in, which included lighting and just electrical items in general. So this individual knew that I had an interest in light bulbs. He also knew that I was moving right at the end of the school year. So on the very last day of school, he gave me this CFL as a parting gift of sorts, which is really cool. That's how I ended up with this CFL. So later that day, I left that school for the last time, and a few days go by, and my family is leaving for Florida. And naturally, I'd take this bulb with me down to Florida. We actually drove ourselves down here rather than flying in, and I actually took this bulb with me in my bag that had all my clothes and toiletries in it that I was taking with me in the car. So I had this bulb with me the whole time, and there's actually a story that I'm going to share later regarding that. But eventually we make it to Florida, and we stay in a vacation house for a few days before moving into our current house. And one thing that I did at that vacation house was I watched a lot of YouTube videos about lighting collections. Mainly Parrot 175's videos, so shout out to that creator. But I was watching all of these videos, and I was thinking, hey, I have this light bulb here already. Maybe I should start a lighting collection. So that's what I do. I start shopping at thrift stores and retail stores for interesting light bulbs and light fixtures, and I start my own lighting collection that summer. A few months later, I discovered the Lighting Gallery website, and that's where I learned a lot of what I know about lighting early on. Then roughly a year after I started collecting, I created this YouTube channel, and the rest is history. So that is the story of how this CFL came to be the first light bulb that I added to my lighting collection when I started. And honestly, I'm not even sure if I would have started if I didn't have this bulb, because I remember thinking that I already have this bulb here, so, I'm already starting collecting essentially, so I think that's part of the reason why I started. Well, with that, let's take a look at the packaging for this CFL. The brand is Simply Conserve, which I think makes a lot of the more green energy focused lighting products. It's the 13-watt LumaCoil compact fluorescent light bulb. Some features of it include a 12,000 hour lifespan, which is actually a bit more than most CFLs at 10,000 hours. 50% longer life than 8,000 hour CFLs with a apostrophe, which is not correct grammar. That is true, but most CFLs are 10,000 hours, so it's actually a 20% longer life than most CFLs. Preferred brand of energy professionals. Smaller design to fit anywhere, and this is a newer CFL that is pretty small compared to a lot of the older ones. Light output 950 lumens, energy used 13 watts, life 12,000 hours, estimated energy cost $1.57 per year. 13 watt lasts 12,000 hours, save $62, but there's an asterisk, so I'm sure there's going to be some kind of a caveat to that statement, and I'm sure it's going to be that that's over the entire life of the bulb, and it's Energy Star certified. Here is the side of the package. At the top we have some suggested applications: exposed light sockets, vintage Tiffany table lamps, pendant lights, and carriage outdoor fixtures. Ideal for lamps, decorative fixtures, and closed outdoor fixtures. Maximum overall length 4 inches, we'll check that later. Diameter 1.7 inches, we'll also check that later. Base type E26. Input line voltage 120 volt AC. Minimum starting temperature -20 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually quite low. Power factor greater than 0.5. Total harmonic distortion less than 150%, which I think is still pretty bad. I think you generally want those to be under 10%. Simply Conserve products make conservation in the home simple and affordable. Product warranty. The LumaCoil is warranted to be free from defects in material and workmanship for 2 years from date of purchase. Warranty is limited to repair or replacement of lamp. Lamps being returned must include proof of purchase. And here we go with the infamous lighting facts per bulb. Brightness 950 lumens. Estimated yearly energy cost $1.57, based on 3 hours a day, which no one uses their light bulbs for 3 hours a day. 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Cost depends on rates and use. And if you want to talk about rates, 11 cents per kilowatt hour is quite low these days. In fact, that's the same figure they've been using on these tables since 2011, so that's quite outdated. Life, based on 3 hours a day, no one uses their light bulb for 3 hours a day, 11 years. Light appearance, 2700K, energy used, 13 watts, and lamp contains mercury, so it must be recycled properly. On the back we have a picture of the actual CFL itself with the actual size being shown, and the same stuff that was at the top of the other side, save $62, 13 watt, and all that. And here's the final side. On the top it says energy efficiency, okay, and it complies with Part 18 of the FCC rules, but it can cause interference with various items. Suitable for indoor and outdoor use, UL listed for wet location when used base up or base horizontal. An enclosed or weather-protected fixture is required double space for base down. This device is not intended for use with emergency exit luminaires or emergency exit lights, which I don't know how you would use this with those. Photo controls, electric timers, or dimmers. And we have a QR code for daily green tips, and also a book face link. And here's that asterisk from earlier. Savings based on national utility rate averages when used for 3 hours per day over life of bulb. No one uses light bulbs for 3 hours per day. UL listed. It contains mercury. On the top it basically says all the same specs that we've been seeing, but it does say that a 13 watt bulb equals a 60 watt incandescent, and 950 lumens is actually quite a bit for a 60 watt. Most 60-watt incandescents only produce about 850 lumens. 12,000 hour, low mercury, smaller T2 size. So this is one of those newer CFLs that uses the smaller T2 tubes. And here's the bottom. AM Conservation Group is the company that owns Simply Conserve, and it's made in China. Alright, let's free this bulb from its packaging. It's got one of these things inside of it. And then here it is. You can go ahead and pull it out. It's got one of these things on the base. So we will just remove that real quick. There we go. Well, there it is. The LumaCoil CFL. Pretty standard looking CFL. I mean, we have our helical tube at the top, which is T2 in size. Our plastic ballast enclosure with an electronic ballast. And a nickel-plated base with a plastic insulator. It is kind of interesting that this is rated for 12,000 hours, as CFLs almost universally seem to be rated for 10,000 hours, so you get a little bit more lifespan when you buy this CFL over other brands. Here is our etch. We have a nice LumaCoil logo. Model number is L30113T2, 950 lumens, 13 watt, 120 volt, 60 hertz, 240 milliamps, 2700K. Some numbers: self-ballasted lamp, Energy Star, UL listed. I think 01-2014 is a date code of January 2014. Mercury disposal, all that good stuff. Caution: risk of electric shock. Used in dry locations only. Not for use with dimmers. Not for use in totally enclosed fixtures. Not for use where exposed to weather. Now hold on now, that just completely negates what it said about being rated for wet locations. Made in China. I don't know why they'd say that it's rated for wet locations on the package when it clearly says that it's not. That's kind of weird. Here's a closer look at the tube. Seems to be pretty nicely made. But just your ordinary helical CFL tube. Let's take some measurements of the bulb and see if the package was right about the size. Yeah, it's about 4 inches long, and then diameter-wise, at its widest point, it is about 1.7 inches. And here it is next to an A19 incandescent bulb. It is just a little bit taller. I'm sure it would fit into almost every fixture that the incandescent bulb can go in. Well, without further ado, it is time to screw in this CFL and give it a test. And I'm going to use this socket instead of our usual one so I can get a stable shot of the warm-up sequence. There we go. Now we'll turn off all of the lights. Alright, let's turn on this CFL bulb in 3, 2, 1. It is instant on, and I'll give you a shot of the warm-up sequence. Okay, I think it's at full brightness now. Produces a pretty nice 2700K color temperature. It's got a lot of pink in it though, it's not quite like an incandescent in color, but it's nice. I'll try and give you an idea of how bright it is. I would say it's a little bit brighter than a 60 watt. I guess it would be nice if you want to get a little bit more light, but you still want it to be generally equivalent to a 60-watt incandescent. Let's check the power draw of the bulb. We are operating at 121.8 volts, drawing 0.19 amps, 13.8 watts, so right on point, and a power factor of 0.58. Let's see what our CRI is like. I'd say the R9 and the R6 are a little bit lacking, but not by much. I'm sure this has a CRI of 82, which is acceptable for most applications. This tube is actually so bright, it's kind of blinding to look at. You definitely want to use this in a shaded fixture if possible. I mean, there's not really much more to discuss about this bulb. It's just your standard instant on helical CFL 2700K warm white. Speaking of color temperature, there is one more story that I'd like to share about this CFL from when I first got it. So as I mentioned earlier, I took this CFL with me in my bag in the car when we drove down to Florida. My mom and I took our car down here, and then my dad actually drove a U-Haul truck with all of our stuff in it. And along the way, we had to stay at several hotels, because of course you can't really drive from Colorado down to Florida in one straight go. You have to sleep at some hotels along the way. And one of the hotel rooms that we stayed at in Texas had daylight bulbs all throughout the room. I kid you not, every single light bulb in that room was a daylight LED or CFL, except the heat lamp in the bathroom. That was the only warm white light bulb in the room. And obviously that annoyed me at the time because I don't like having daylight bulbs where I'm sleeping. So because I had this CFL with me, I thought I might just go ahead and put it in the lamp next to my bed so I could have at least some warm white light in the room. So that's what I did. I put this CFL in the hotel lamp for that night, and then I took it back with me when we left, and I put the old daylight bulb back in the lamp, of course. Well, there's a little bit of something extra about this CFL. I just thought I would share that. But let's turn this off now and turn the main lights back on. Let's take one last look at this CFL before we go. Here is the T2 helical tube, the plastic base, and here's our etch once again, including that caution statement which negates the packaging, and the base. Well, there you have it, the Simply Conserve 13-watt LumaCoil CFL, the very first light bulb that I ever added to my collection, and really the one that started it all. And it's really cool that that staff member at that school gave me this CFL. Well, if you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to leave a like down below, feel free to leave a comment, and if you want to see more cool lighting videos, be sure to subscribe. See you next time.